Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I have another layout using the May Scraptastic kit. This is the 9th layout using this kit. I'm showing you some of the pattern papers. I have that little scrap left of My Mind's Eye, the 2 Simple Story Term Life, and then the flower pattern papers also a My Mind's Eye pattern paper. It's just the reverse side of that yellow diagonal stripe. I had 2 sheets because I bought the extra pattern paper. So I'm going to use them both on this layout. And before I started the recording, my small sewing machine does not work anymore. So I have a full-size sewing machine and I put it on a board and I just put it right next to my scrapping desk. And I have one of those carts from Michael's and I put a board over top, which means that I can't access the squares that are on top, but I don't care. I'd rather have my sewing machine. And then I sewed just down the one side of the layout using 3 or 4 different colors of threads. I used some navy green and some yellow, and those are the colors that are in the pattern paper. And I just wasn't really careful about it, but at least it's actually sewing the way it's supposed to, like it's actually making stitches and not just kind of loops. So I like that. I'm going to mount the photo, which is a 5x7 of my daughter and her boyfriend again in Niagara Falls. They wanted me to do a whole bunch of pictures of them. And of course, then they just downloaded the digital. That's what the nice part is with digital now, you don't have to worry about making extra copies. They just took my photo card, my SD card, and then they just put it on their computer and they have all the prints. And then I just cut a piece of that pattern paper, the flower from My Mind's Eye. I cut it about, I'd say 8 or 9, almost a square. I'd say about 8.5 by 8.5. And I'm going to set it off to the right side of the cardstock because I have the border there on the left side. And then I mounted the photo on some navy cardstock, and then I took the B side of that flower, My Mind's Eye pattern paper, and its stripes, and I had a leftover from a previous page, and I'm just going to put it to the right side of the photo. And then I had a strip that was left over from the bigger mat that I made, and then I'm just going to flip it on the diagonal stripe and I'm going to put it to the bottom left of the photo. I'm going to use that die cut that came in the kit, and it just says every picture records a little story. I took a doily from my stash, and these doilies I got from Studio Calico. Somebody asked me where I got them. They're 6-inch doilies from Studio Calico, and sometimes they have it in their shop and sometimes they don't. So when I was a member, every time they did, I would order, and I think they're only $1 for like 10. And every time they would have it in their shop, I would order like 6 or 7 packages. So I have a ton of them. And then I just pulled in a whole bunch of stickers and die cuts from the kit. A lot of the stickers came from the Charm Life Simple Stories sticker sheet, and then I use my EK6S powder tool and I just take the stickiness away. That way I can move the stickers all around on my page and I don't have to worry about them gluing to something and then ripping the pattern paper, or if I want to move them around, I'm able to without wrecking the sticker. And then when I'm ready to use it again, I can either use my Scotch Quick Dry adhesive to glue them down, or you can even use your ATG. Because of the powder, your ATG, you can add ATG to the sticker after. So I'm going to have 3 clusters. I'm going to have one with the doily, and it's going to have a sticker speech bubble, another sticker that says happiness is, a flower sticker, a banner that is a potty girl and a potty boy, and then a little sticker that says "So glad you are mine," and then a chipboard star that also came in the kit. And once I know, I feel confident of where I want the main part of the layout, I just glue everything down, and then it doesn't scooch around on me, and then I can focus on the embellishment clusters. And I cut a piece of that doily out because I'm going to put it to the bottom of the layout. And this was a quick layout to do. It took me about 35 minutes to do it. I think once I got back into my scrap room after the weekend, the pages seems to be, really coming together really quickly because I seem to be able to focus a little bit more, and I think it's just because I'm used to scrapping by myself. I hadn't gone to a crop in about a year and a half, so I used to go all the time. I used to go at least 3 times a year. Well, not all the time, but at least 3 or 4 times a year. And I was used to that. And then because I hadn't gone in about a year and a half, I kind of got out of that groove, I guess. And it really threw me off my mojo. And so as soon as I got back in my scrap room, the mojo came back, and I ended up, I think at this point, I have 16 voiceovers to do. I'm working on the 25th layout tomorrow morning when I get home from work. I'm going to work on the 25th and last layout of the May kit, and then I'm going to start on the June kit, and today's July 5th. So, but this won't be probably uploaded till probably the end of July or middle of July. So once I got back in my scrap room, the mojo really kicked in, and I got a whole bunch of layouts done. And I took another sticker from that sticker sheet, and it just says life. And and then I'm going to take another sticker that says #charmed. And then the bottom cluster, I just took a die cut. That's a big flower that kind of coordinates with that pattern paper. And then there's little sticker or die cut that had those little flowers again. I'm going to put it in that cluster. Little sticker that says #life, some little stars, and then I'm going to put a chipboard star. I put a little doily and some twine, so that's going to be the bottom right cluster. And then the left cluster is, I just put a clock because, they haven't been together a long time, but they seem to be getting along really well. They've known each other for, I'd say, close to 4 years now. And so they were friends for a long time before they started dating. And then another sticker that says it's a charmed life, bliss, another die cut, and then another little star and some twine. And the excuse me, I feel like a little hoarse. The battery's going to die, but basically the only thing that I added that you don't see right now is the stars. Actually, they're there, they're just not glued down. And the twine. And then I added some mist in yellow and in navy. And then I took my paint marker and I just outlined the whole layout with white and a white outline. And that's it. Another page is done. So I hope I inspired you to get scrapping this week. Thanks for watching. Bye.